I believe the private sector offers lots of opportunities that the government could partner with in its bid to provide the needed health services and to achieve the health outcomes that the government aspires to achieve for its populations. The government could explore the possible tool of forming private-public partnerships with the private sector to deliver certain critical services. The government could explore the possibility of using a tool such as contracting with the private sector to contract out certain essential services that the government do not have the capacity to provide those services, or the private sector has a comparative advantage in providing those services. I think one of the major barriers with establishing private-public partnerships, it's one, mistrust. The private sector views the public sector with suspicion, and the public sector also views the private sector with suspicion. One of the greatest suspicion is that the public sector has a perception of the private sector that the private sector is only after profits and will do anything to earn the needed profits. And so they ask themselves, why should we be subsidizing the private sector? Why should we contract out services to the private sector? They'll be charging us unrealistic prices. When they make the money, it goes back into their pockets. But that is not the way to see it. The issue is to be able to identify what those points of suspicion or what those issues that result in mistrust are, and then bringing the partners around the table and talking around them. And you would realize that both the private sector and the public sector would have a point of convergence where they share a common goal, and everybody will be prepared to contribute towards achieving that common goal.